we lost some sound because of some Bluetooth switching and so forth. You're Emily on a little bit of that, but I think we can have you do another little intro in maybe a recorded version that we can put out in our weekly update in one of the, like next week, if maybe we can do that. I don't know if you want to do a recorded little thing of what you just did, and I can put it out to everyone. I think that might be beneficial, because I get about a 40% open rate on my weekly update, so that's pretty good on those stats. So
that's super good.
Yeah, so I appreciate you jumping on here and being patient with us today, and I will make sure that I forward you any questions, because I actually have a question and somebody that asked me last night. So if you want to reach out, Jackie's got your number as well.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for having me.
Thank you, Emily. Thank you so much. Bye. Before we go on with our wonderful presenter, I wanted to just note to everyone, I've given a bunch of flyers out. There's a bunch of flyers out front. We've got some upcoming trainings. Aside from Daniel's training today, next week we've got Remind Pro. So if you have not learned about Remind, it's going to be here in the office and via Zoom. So please make sure to register. That's on the calendar. We have tax tips for every realtor. That is something everyone needs to do, right? Then on December 7th, we have Homekeeper, which is another feature that's being offered through Bullseye. One of the things that you can use, you already get a free account. Well, now there was some other added benefits that they have, and they are for some added paid benefits that you can get as well. So if you want to tune in for that, that will be on 12/7 at 11. And then for those of you that were at conference, you may have jumped in on the RealGrader presentation and wanted to hear more about it and not pay that really high price, because they're part of our board as well. So RealGrader is going to be doing a presentation on December 12th at 10:30 a.m. via Zoom or in the office for a viewing. Now, what else is on December 12th? Our holiday social. Okay, so please make sure to register, because we do have a limit, of course, for space. And then also we have a toy drive that we're doing as well. So if you have any questions on that, there's flyers up front and here. Also, December 7th, the association is also, if you don't want to jump on the Homekeeper class, the association is doing a new development bus tour. That is $20, but they're going to feed you breakfast and lunch and take you on a new development tour. So if you want to see what's out there new development wise. And last, but definitely not least, our featured presenter today is our class is being taught by Daniel FLEISCHMAN. He is a president of sales and marketing for Exponential Business Coaching. Daniel coaches and trains on real estate sales, marketing, social media, and advanced business strategies. Daniel facilitated and presented at live events with Tony Robbins, Steve Harvey, Jordan Belfort, and many more. So Daniel will share some innovative ways to take listings and secret social media strategies. So that being said, I know everybody is wanting to get more listings, and so we're very happy. One of our own agents attended one of Daniel's presentations.
Simon, yeah. Is Simon here?
No, he's not here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I texted him yesterday. But
So he's not here,
Yeah.
but Daniel was presented to me for that, and so I know you guys all want more listings, right? Yep. So with that being said, I'm going to get out of here and let you take it away.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Big round of applause. In fact, here, I'll skip to this one. Always be gracious to your host. In the DJ Khaled voice, I appreciate you. Now, I was just on a flight the other day, and I said that to the stewardess, because some of my mentors said a great personality does go a long way. I was like, thank you, in the DJ Khaled voice. And she brought me over some free snacks and a free drink, and she's like, I like you. She's like, so I don't know, right? Does a great personality go a long way? Yeah. You think some people will pay a higher commission? By the way, I am paying attention to you, and if anybody jumps in, I think I just have to also admit them and or mute them. Everybody hear me okay on the interwebs? We good? Yeah? Okay, perfect. Let's keep rocking. Here we go. All right, so we'll skip that one for here. Here's what we got. I got some market-specific data today. We're in Riverside. I'm just kidding, right? We're in, let's see if I got this right here. Is this close to us? Did I go? Is that close? Awesome. Okay, who wants a life hack of the day? The life hack of the day is this. It's no AI. I'm good without the AI. I have AI programs. If you go more, and if you go hide floating meeting controls, anybody do Zoom? I've done listing presentations via Zoom with agents. If you go hide floating meeting controls, boom, is that lovely? Okay, there we go. So we should be good. So this is our area. Who here's heard a few things about interest rate, has some concerns, yes? Do you want to find out some people that are not as concerned about interest rates? Would that be good today? Yes. By the way, you're signing out if you have the sign-in sheet passed around, I'll make sure to give everybody some gifts. Okay, awesome. So this is our area here, yes? And spoiler alert, this is a little bit of Remind and Remind Pro. I don't work for Remind, Google, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. One of my haters called Remind. They're like, this guy pretends to work for you. It's like, no, I just train people on how to use tools, right? Okay? Like you can't patent a chair. Anyway. So this is just a search. It's a really good program. In California and some other markets, people have to pay $5,000 a year. Which MLS are we in? B2. It's included. The CIA couldn't do this 25 years ago. It's really fantastic. So here, check this out. Oh, 2 people. Should we let these 2 people in? Yeah. Let's do thumbs up or thumbs down. Hope and beautiful name I can't pronounce, Martinez. There we go. Lovely. All right. So what if somebody has, who here, any baby boomers in the room, by the way? Yeah? Oh, feel free. Is there a seat? Yeah, please take this seat right here. Welcome. How you doing? Good, good. What's your name? Daniel, thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Okay, awesome. Do you have a good sense of humor? Sometimes. Don't let it happen again. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It won't. So who here, and no baby boomers in the room? No? Okay. Yeah? The greatest generation. After World War II, there were a lot of babies made, yes? Then there was I know there was a big, let's plan for retirement, stock market went up, right? Bigger houses, and then we had some healthcare stuff, and then, I don't know, the next thing that seems to be happening in my mind is the dead downsize trend, yes? So can you think of any criteria, or tell me if you agree? What if somebody has no mortgage, see interest rates? What if they're 2 stories? Try to look over here, 2 stories. What if they also, owner-occupant would be good, right? We've also got, what else was there? Basically an empty nest, so 2 people living in a 3, 4, 5 bedroom. So you're saying there's a chance? Yeah, that sounds about right. Do you see how many are in your area here? 85. It's pretty small, huh? 85,000.
Wow. Doing what?
People that have no mortgage, 2-story home. Don't cancel me, but I heard people don't like stairs after a certain point. Can I still say that? Is that okay? Okay, that's all right. Okay. Or can we have fun today? We're going to learn but have fun. Okay. So 2 stories, paid off mortgage. What's the paid off mortgage mean? What was your name again, my man?
Ray.
Ray. So do you have any friends, let's say you had a friend and their house was paid off free and clear, 5-bedroom. They want to move to a 2 or 3-bedroom, right? Do you think they would take a lot of that equity and then invest a lot of it into the next home that they buy that's maybe less expensive?
They'll pay cash and don't worry about it.
So do they care less about interest rates? Is that good?
Yeah.
How many baby boomers are in the United States of America, ballpark? 70 million? Sorry, yeah. About 2 million have retired, give or take. No, thank you for the participation. About 2 million have retired, so that's about 68 million that are just about to retire. So that's a trend that will go up, exponentially. Yes? It's one to keep an eye on. And I know the biggest thing, and here, don't be mad or cancel me. A lot of them I found that they just the ones in California, they're like, where do we move? Obviously, we need to leave California, but Arizona, are you seeing that they were just some indecision about where to move to sometimes?
I've gotten some clients lately from the Northeast, New Hampshire, Maine, New York.
Okay. And then, but is inflation kind of does anybody know what FOMO stands for? What's FOMO stand for? Fear of missing out. Is there some FOMO or scarcity with inflation? They're like, oh man, bills are rising. Maybe it's time to make this happen. Yeah. Plus, they can potentially get a good deal. Is downsizing a good one? Yes. Okay. We have a lot more. Where's just let me make sure, because when I'm in the Bay Area in California, a million's not luxury. Where does luxury start here in your opinion? Anybody?
$1 million.
$1 million. And what's next? Ultra luxe. In California, they have Lux, Ultra Lux, and I don't know, billionaire, I don't know. Okay, so is $1 million luxury here or not so much? Not so much. Okay, so 2 million is. Okay, so yeah, this particular search, I just did $1 million plus, but also with no mortgage. And if you can see, there's over 10,000. Again, I just think they may be less concerned about interest rates. Yes? Good stuff? Okay. And I'm going to show you how, you're probably like, Daniel, I'm not going to call 85,000 or 10,000 people, right? What if we could get some of them to reach out to you when they're ready? Would that be cool? So stick with me. So who remembers Snapple Fun Facts? Anybody remember Snapple? You like open a Snapple and have the thing? So we have like Exponential Fun Facts. Did you know roughly 20% of transactions in every market in the country every year are absentee owners, either in-state or out-of-state absentee? Yeah. Roughly 20. It's a decent amount, yes? Yeah, not bad. So just in this area here, and if I'm pretty close, there's about 40,000. Simon, hey, what's up, brother? Do we have a seat for Simon? Okay, yeah, I'd love if you could join, brother.
I do recommend it.
Awesome. He's the man. Thank you, brother. So there's 40,000. So does anybody want that list of names, phone numbers, emails? What if you could get their LinkedIn, their Facebook, yeah, be good? Get them to call you maybe? Okay, stick with me. Next one here is going to be, what did I do in this one? Okay, this one's a little bit interesting. This room might be old enough to remember. You get the new agents, they're like, what's an assumable? Who remembers assumable mortgages? Who remembers when you didn't have to qualify for some of them? And you could just take them over? Of course, I think all of them now you have to qualify. There's a ton. And I'll tell you what, my mentor told me to give away my best secrets. You all have your pens ready?
Yep.
Do you remember how hard it used to be to find assumable mortgages?
Yes.
There's this site I just found. It's unbelievable. It's with Rome, not the city, ROAM, withrome.com. Unbelievable. I know they have Tampa and other parts of Florida, but it's got 2 to 4% interest rates. Of course, there's probably a big down payment. I've talked to LOs from the east to west coast. What's everyone think you could do? Options if you had to put down 100 grand to get your 3% to assume a mortgage. LOs are telling me some people can get a second mortgage to cover the big down payment. They're saying sometimes you can actually get the owner to finance it if they will. If you're old enough to remember wraparounds, they said there's a ton of creative ways to do it. I'm not saying it's going to happen a lot. Does everyone know what an assumable mortgage is? Yeah? Okay. If you don't, it's okay. Everybody at home? Good? Yes? Okay. So, but what if you got 1 or 2 of your clients a 3 or 4% mortgage? You think they would be like raving about you? Make you a video to put on your LinkedIn, your Instagram? I don't like TikTok, but even there maybe, right? Yeah? Okay, cool. So should we let in, yes.
Say that site again?
With ROAM.com, with Rome.
Thank you.
I know, I shouldn't even have told anybody. It's really good, it's unbelievable. Because I used to try to go into Remine and look for the non-conventional, which is what, FHA, VA, USDA. Then you have to look up the bank and you have to do research. And it was like, I don't know, somehow the list is there, it's crazy. So yeah, I also don't represent that site, so no endorsement, it's just kind of cool. So anyway, are these some creative ways? Do you like these?
Yeah.
Opening your mind a little bit? Okay, cool. And let's see, that's obviously, there it is. That's actually it right there. That's the With Rome website. So I feel like I should come. Can everybody, let's see if everybody at home, so they're not looking at the back of my head. Let's see. Everybody here like Dave Chappelle or no? Is he still okay here? Okay, keeping it real goes bad sometimes? Okay. All right. Look, yeah, what, 3 1/4, right? And you do, on this one, you would have to, what's a more expensive one? There was some good ones here. That one's not bad. So 2.875. You have to put down $300K, but LOs are telling me you should be able to get a second on that. Payment $21.85 instead of $37.79, right? I'm just saying, are there options? It's not all like, it's not doom and gloom, it's doom and boom, yes? Good. See what we got net. So look, here's what I truly believe and I want to convey today. Do you believe there's more efficient, effective ways? Do you believe we can succeed in this market?
Yes.
Is there going to be somewhat of an exodus of agents and maybe LOs, but like, should we grab up their business?
Yes.
I think so, right? Love it. Like this audience. All right, you'll either love me or I think this audience might like me on this one. Who's on LinkedIn? If you could raise your hand. Okay, who's not on LinkedIn? I'll just go like this. Okay, cool. And so 80 to 90% of luxury homeowners are on LinkedIn. You can get introductions to them. Guess where they're not? TikTok. Is that good for this room? Yeah. I hate TikTok. Okay? Now, what I normally, Daniel, I haven't been on my LinkedIn in 10 years. That's fine. LinkedIn just turned 20. Okay? So that means in the past 20 years, all of us have graduated college, changed careers. We have, all good?
No, yeah, I'm looking for a page.
Okay. All good. So in the past 20 years, all of us have graduated college or we have changed careers. Haven't we all been on LinkedIn, right, in the past 20 years once? And we added the 2 to 3 to 5 to 600 people we know, most of us. Forget Kevin Bacon. Remember 6 degrees of separation? Well, LinkedIn, you can be 1 degree from almost any human you want to get an intro to. So I'm going to show you a paradigm shift here. Who wants to never have to cold call the rest of your life? Does that sound horrible? Sounds good? Okay. So that's what we can do with LinkedIn. Do we want to learn that today? Yes. Very simple. No tap dancing TikTok videos, none of that. Good? Okay, good. I think this room will like that because I don't tap dance either. I don't have time for that. All right. So also, here's my clickbait headlines that I will deliver on. Do you want to get home sellers and referral partners to call you to list? Yes? You can take photos. I'll get you a copy of the, if you see me after, I'll get you a copy of this and some gifts. Yeah, for sure. This would be good? Yes. Okay. How about buyers and sellers that will work with you regardless of interest rates, low inventory, and any market conditions? I know it's clickbait, but stick with me. I'll deliver. Deal? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, yeah, I did want to start with something fun. If you stay after, this was actually in, I think, Boca, and then I said the property was in Palm Beach. So I'll just give you a backstory. Does anybody here call FSBOs expireds? Anybody hate them? Okay. So do you want a really cool strategy? I don't know if you can. Oh, can you see me at home here? Oh, does this twist? Look at that. No way. Okay. Is anybody here tech savvy? All right. That might be better, huh? What was your first name? Shirley. Okay. So tell me what you think about this. Is anybody here like luxury, by the way? You're kind of naturally inclined to this. Who remembers the movie Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith? Yeah. Who's so mad at Will for screwing up our memories of all his great movies? Anyway, I won't go there, right? But anyway, Pursuit of Happiness 2006. Does anybody remember the huge... my mentor has a rule where he gets to answer the phone if it rings during the... And then on April Fool's, I let mine ring and he was on stage. Anyway, long story, but thank you for turning it off. So my... luxury, Pursuit of Happiness, yes? So, okay, do you remember when Will Smith was horrible at calling people and then he became amazing? Huge Easter egg we all missed. What did he do? He stopped calling the bottom of the list, started calling the top. If you like luxury, you kind of have a natural inclination to this. That might seem like the simplest thing you've ever heard, but all my lists, FSBO, expired, whatever it is, absentee, I always go high to low. So I was at this office and we pulled a list of all the expireds. The first one was 88 million. 88 million, do a little bit of homework, don't call it in front of a room, okay? Next one was 18, but I took 60 seconds and I did some research on LinkedIn and a few other sites. I knew the husband and wife's name, knew where they worked, the companies they owned, and yeah, I called them. We actually set like an $18 million listing appointment, like live. Does anybody know who Ed Milet is? Yeah. So Ed has a saying, he's like, whenever something like that happens, you got to know there's a little bit of God or Jesus involved or whatever you believe in, crystals, law of attraction. But anyway, I thank the man upstairs for that one. But what I'm saying is anybody intimidated to call something like that? No. Love it. Oh, and what's your name? Simone. Love it. Okay. One of you is, right? You might not even want to say. The $500,000, $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 expires, they're getting called a lot. I have a joke that I'll keep PG. So... at a wedding or a nightclub, there's an attractive person. Do they get hit on a lot? I feel like that's probably how the expireds and FSBOs might feel right now. Is that okay? Is that PG? Okay. Try to keep it PG. So anyway, just know that I definitely recommend you reach for your highest possibilities. If anybody wants to stay after, I might be able to set 1 or 2 listing appointments. Anybody want to stay for that or set it for you? Okay, cool. We'll do it. I actually have a video testimonial, and it's on my social media just to prove that it did actually happen, because it sounds insane, obviously. So if you want to stay after, I might be able to do 1 or 2. No sales pitch today. Here's what I can tell you. I think you will have some questions. I'm going to go a little bit quickly. I have like an hour to change your business in your life. Do we have an hour? Yeah. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to go fast. Who is my New Yorkers right here? You're going to love my speed. Who here's from the Midwest? Anybody? Okay. If you want me to slow down or ask questions, let me know. I think you'll have questions at the end. 2 people leave my training. There's the achievers that are like, oh my gosh, and they start using the principles during the session. And then there's the people that complain about everything in life. Just pick which one you want to be. Deal? All right. No sales pitch today either. Here's what we got. Normally, I would have somebody just shoot me a text. This is my business cell. Here's what I would say. I can get you some bonus gifts, and I can set you a one-on-one to answer questions. Come and see me after. So I just came up with this. So would you believe that the average person or real estate agent waste like 100 hours a year on unnecessary follow-up?
Yes.
Do you know who can define unnecessary follow-up? Not interested, not qualified, never going to do a deal ever, right? We don't. That's not good fault, right? And I'd like to get those 2 weeks back to spend more time at church or with my family, my community, doing something fun. Yes? Okay, cool. So come see me after. If you absolutely have to leave, my business cell is on here. No sales pitch today. Good? Okay, cool. But I'd love to connect with you, see how I can help. All right. Boom. Is anybody else warm or cold, or how's everybody feeling? Okay. All right. Okay. I'm such a gringo, huh? All right. Can I do a PG-13 joke? Where's my Hispanic people? Anybody Hispanic? Okay, yeah. So I dated this really nice gal, Cubana, okay? And she used to call me a gringo, and I'm like, that's racist. She goes, no, you don't understand. You're my gringo. I said, that doesn't sound racist anymore. I said, that's okay. I said, that's okay. So yeah, I'm always warm. They call me like a polar bear. Okay, cool. So yeah, quick request. If I can get your full attention, we'll make some good use of your time here. And so look, who remembers the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing, expecting a different result? Exactly. I don't want to change anything radically. We're not going to talk about 16-year-olds buying houses. But has anybody heard there's a few people dying, getting divorced? Do these things trigger real estate transactions?
Yes.
Sally doesn't check rates before she tells Bob she wants a divorce. The children should keep the family property, but they're sell it to buy a Range Rover, or Louis Vuitton, or whatever they want to buy. Louis Vuitton, I know, right? I don't know, but like these things are happening, yes? So I don't want to throw darts at a board. Who remembers Michael Douglas? Gordon Gekko, yeah? Not the new Wall Street. Oh, I don't. This is a nice crowd. I think you all see my salt and pepper coming in. I think we're gonna get along. I'll be 42 next year. But he has two quotes from that movie I love. I don't want to throw darts at a board. I want to bet on sure things, right? So I don't want to call people unless they're almost certainly need or want to list, right? The other quote in the movie, not about insider trading, is what? Information. It's the most valuable commodity I know of. Who wants to be the first person to know when somebody wants to list? Yeah? So we're going to hit some of that today. Good? Yeah, so look, I don't, what's the closest, the Hard Rock would be I don't gamble, so I don't know, right? Do they have table games there?
Yes.
Look, I don't gamble in real life, and unless it's for charity, and I don't want to throw darts at a board. Do we want a systematic approach? Is that good? Okay, cool. That's what we will do. A paradigm shift. Is everybody familiar with I'm explaining it to my son. He helped me with this. So remember we went horse and buggy? Some people wanted faster horses or horses that flew. Well, now apparently we're going to have cars that fly. Have you seen these things? This is crazy. See paradigm shift? Look, I want to give you a paradigm shift. And you can agree with it. You can disagree with it. You can just take the parts you like. You know what I don't like? Overcoming objections. I don't want any objections at all. Is that a paradigm shift? All right, so I think I have a video. Okay, anyone remember the original Matrix?
Yeah.
You do?
Yes.
Not the new woke Matrix. Okay, like the original? Okay, cool. We're in Florida, right?
There was a original.
There was a new one. Yeah, it's in the movie. They make fun of the movie. That's how interesting it is. So if it's cool, I'm going to play this really quick, and I'd love to get your thoughts. Paradigm shift.
It's a horrible call. I still got the meeting. Right? Because we use the name drop for LinkedIn. And if you get an intro from somebody you know who's ever had a listing from a friend or family member, that wasn't a listing appointment. You had that thing was in the bag. My friends don't give me objections. Who's seen The Matrix, the movie? Remember it back in the day? So Neo asked Morpheus, he goes, "Go to show." Dodge bullets. You're saying I can dodge bullets? And then what's Morpheus say?
Trying to tell you that when you're ready, you won't have
He says, "No, Neo. I'm telling you when you're ready, you won't have to. Stop trying to overcome objections. Be like David Henning. Make more friends. Network. I'm telling you, there's more people you could call that would love to do business with you. You don't have to learn how to overcome objections." Is that good?
Remember this scene? This is in the second movie. Spoiler alert. The bullets are objections. Okay? Neo thought he could maybe dodge bullets. Let's use that as an objection, right? But look, I don't want them at all. My friends and family, they don't give me objections. Would everyone pretty much agree?
Yeah.
Everyone I call, I try to look up on LinkedIn and get an introduction to. And I make sure that they're super successful. Or my mentor said, "Daniel, what's a baller?" Everyone know what a baller is? There's a show on HBO. Okay, got it, cool. Would that be a paradigm shift you'd like to learn today? Okay, that's what we're going to hit. Good stuff, right? Now, who's read Think and Grow Rich or 7 Habits of Highly Effective People? Good books? Yeah. Isn't this? I think it's in both. Begin with the end in mind. We're not going to go to like our death though, right? He says, imagine your funeral. We're not going to go that far. I want to bring up where I think all the listings are coming from the next 7 to 12 months and get your feedback. Deal? I'm going to go from least to most favorite. Cool? Okay. Now, who loves expireds and FSBOs? One of you, okay? Who hates expireds and FSBOs? Who would be okay if expireds and FSBOs called you to relist? Yeah? Okay. Stick with me. Look, what if you could cherry pick 2, 3, 4 a year? What's the average commission here? 10, 20?
Yeah, 15,000.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, 15 and up. And we're all above average. We're here learning. So, what would you do with an extra 30 to 45 grand? Probably something good? Okay. So, we'll hit that. Actually, here, I'm going to go ahead and jump into that pursuit of happiness idea. Here's a good one, too. Okay, one of my best secrets. My buddy, actually, he makes 500 grand a year. He said, don't tell anybody in my part of the country. I said, okay. So, again, what if you could be the first person to call FSBO? Would anybody want to do that? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Instead of the 101st? Yeah? The first agent to call, because I do it all the time with the agents I work with, they're super nice. You're the first agent to call. Yeah. So, if you do a search on Zillow and you're just like, hey, notify me when there's a new FSBO, then someone types in on Zillow and they hit submit. If you get that email and call it within 15 minutes, you're the first agent to call. But you're a day or two before RedX, Vulcan, and all those other websites. Just go on Zillow and sign up for the instant notifications. Boom. Be the first one to call. Then go see, and then anybody know football? Remember the Heisman Trophy? How they stand on the Heisman? The Heisman, he's standing like this on the Heisman? No? Okay. Go Google Heisman Trophy. Then I have a strategy that will also help you make it so other agents, when they call, they'll be more likely to come back to you. Anyway, is that pretty good? That's not bad, right? It's free. Doesn't cost any money. So if you picked up 1 or 2 extra deals a year, right? Because some agents, they have that set up, and then they'll call me, Daniel, I got an email. I'm like, did you call it? They're like, no. I'm like, well, it's been 24 hours, so you're probably not right? Yeah, good stuff? You like that one? Yeah, good. Okay. Pursuit of Happiness. Dang, you will. Okay. Anyway, so great movie, right? Oh my God, I'm so mad at Will. Okay. So best practice. So look, I'm going to try not to get in trouble. We have a good sense of humor? Yes. I think, okay. So and I love everyone, okay? But what's your favorite area with the highest end luxury around here?
Clapton.
What's that?
Clapton.
Yeah. Do you want to be there instead, or would you rather go to Liberty City, Hialeah, Caliocho? No? I love my Cuban and Haitian friends. I love everybody, okay? But wouldn't you rather be getting a higher commission, not worrying about your safety? I don't know if that's okay to say or not, but I'm just trying to keep it light. Who's ever been to Salt Lake City? Anybody? Okay, somebody laughing at home. That's good. Thank you. It landed. Salt Lake City, anybody? Yeah, a few times in my life. Anyway, so this was, they had 9 for sale by owners. How many for sale by owners do you have in your market right now within an hour? They had 9. 9. How many are here? Less than 100 or more?
More.
Yeah, how many? Yeah? Yeah, but if they called you, you'd be good. Yeah, okay, cool. So anyway, they had 9. Yeah, this was this summer. So I sorted high to low, so it was 1.25. I mean, it's still not horrible. What is it? It's over 25 grand, 30 grand maybe, right? So anyway, it was on a show, I found out. Who remembers Extreme Home Makeover? Okay. So not only is it higher commission, it was quite the adventure. So I actually, again, Ed Milet, shout out to him. So there's a little bit of God or Jesus or whatever you believe in on this one. 60-second video. Can I show you an example of literally, I flew in, I did a training, the first call we made, we went over and we looked at it, and then it was yeah, you want to check it out? Yeah.
Well, I fly out tonight. Could I come? I want you to have lunch. Could we come in an hour? Could we come in an hour and a half or something?
Yeah, come in an hour.
Hour. You got it. We'll see you then.
Okay, bye.
Thanks so much. Okay.
It's one of the children's bedrooms. That's a 33-foot spiral slide.
This is so cool.
The child had allergies, so everything is holistic, organic, natural materials. They did that show does a really good job. I don't know Thai or anything, but from what I've heard. I've never seen anything quite that cool for a children's bedroom. I almost don't want you to hear me because I started laughing like a kid as I go down. It's just right. At the bottom, the room we opened up into was big. They're like, we're gonna put a pickleball court. We're gonna put a pickleball court down here. So anyway, okay, so it's potentially a higher commission. Is that an adventure? Is that better than going and worrying about getting shot? Okay, right? So everyone like the pursuit of, everyone do pursuit of happiness? Good? Okay, cool. Some things in life are simple, high to low. That's a good one. And then the FSBO. All right, next. High net worth, divorce, and probate. So how do you might be like, Daniel, with attorneys, there's no way to go like high to low, is there? Yes, high net worth. In LA, there's ultra high net worth, right? Or you could go $99 divorce attorney. Good luck with that one, right? You with me? Okay. Again, most of you would raise your hand just so I know to spend time. Divorce probate attorneys, high net worth ones? Most of us? Okay, cool. Of course, does anybody work with investors? Like real ones, not one, like that own 5 to 10 or more units. We talked about absentee, you said good. Anybody do 1031s or familiar with those? Yep. You do? What's the FOMO on 1031s? Fear of missing out. Anybody know what's going on with 1031s? There's a bill proposed to cap it at 500,000 instead of unlimited. Really, really. Do you think that's FOMO or like, you know what I like? Authentic FOMO and scarcity. When Amazon says I have one left, I'm like, I don't know if you do. I'm buying it, but I don't know if I believe, right? Are you with me? You don't know if Amazon has one left, but you're buying it anyway? No, they are proposing to get rid of this. You used to be able to have 10, 20, $50 million in no capital gains, roll it over. They want to cap that. So if somebody was kind of thinking about a 1031, I would print out that news article and show them anyway. Also, with using all these strategies today, would you like to get meetings with 1031 exchange facilitators, the people that do those? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're going to show you how to do that today too. Good? Yep. Okay, cool. Talked about attorneys. Is it niche here or niche? 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 Okay, cool. So downsize we liked, yes. I'm going to skip the sales score for a minute. Underneath here, what it says is, let me hide that again until somebody comes in. Hide floating meeting controls. There we go. So we've got luxury. I'm sure a lot of us like luxury, yes? Yeah. Relocation, okay. Prediction, okay, here on video. Look, remember, anybody read the Bible, Exodus? Yep. Oh my gosh. Or who's seen Escape from LA, Escape from New York? Remember that, Kurt Russell? Oh my gosh. Or Chicago, I think it's Chirac now, right? Okay, there's going to be a mass exodus. Go look up the news articles related to tax, politics, craziness. Everyone seen this? Again, when Cardi B's complaining about the state government, anyway. And guess where they're going to come? The last place on earth that has no state tax. Do we like freedom? Most of us like Ron DeSantis. I don't know what's going on with the heels, but anyway. No? Okay, I do love Ron. Anyway, we'll not go political. Again, how about people with no mortgage? Good? I'll get you a list. You can take photos. Here, ready? Ready? Take one now. Okay, I'm just kidding. You gotta have fun. Assumables, I'm not gonna talk about too much. Who likes Uncle Tony Robbins? Anybody? Who hates him, thinks he's a weirdo? Okay, whatever. The first time I saw him on TV, I was like, he was on an infomercial, but my buddy went to his event. Anyway, he's a good guy. He just sent me a check the other day. So you have to, Tony would say there's two ways to approach that. There's the dabbler, and then there's mastery. If you want to do assumables, no, it's going to be quite a bit of work. But if you do figure it out, I mean, the LOs are telling me that you can even buy them as rentals. I mean, I don't know. There's 2, 3, 4% mortgages out there, yes? Mm-hmm. Good stuff. So let me ask you this. Anything that I think this is 90% of the listings. Anything that should be added, taken off, speak now, forever hold your peace. Is this pretty good? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Okay, cool. Awesome. I was hoping for some hecklers. All right. So again, in our area here, 85,000. So spoiler alert, what does anybody think that we could do? Man, I'd love to direct mail them. In fact, I met a gal. She's in Detroit, she's in Michigan now, but I think she used to live down here. And she said, I have an email. I guess I gave it away. She's like, Daniel, I used to have a door hanger, which is exactly the same as your email. I got so much business from it. But like 85,000 pieces of direct mail, would that cost a smidge and a half, okay? How much does 85,000 emails cost? Not much, almost. If you a MailChimp subscription, they let me send 500,000 emails last weekend. So anyway, my last email provider only would let me send 1,000 a day. So anyway, that one. Who would like to have 85,000 downsizers see your face? Half of them opened it anyway. Half of them do. Is that good stuff? Yeah. So we can pull these lists. Man, your Remind person's gonna hate me. Okay. Just pretend that's 2 million. Again, a lot of those are gonna be over. Here's what I would be doing. I would be pulling up all the luxury homeowners in the conservative parts of California, like Orange County. Qualcomm is leaving San Diego or laying off a lot of people. You ever heard of Qualcomm, big company? A lot of people, higher end in Chicago. Think about, I think Tony Robbins, and I'm just paraphrasing from what I heard, like over 5 or 6 or 7 years of state tax savings from California. That's how he basically paid off his $30 to $40 million mansion, just not paying state taxes. So you should like email California and be like, free Florida mansions. I mean, right, asterisk, right? Because if they're not paying state tax. I don't know, relocation gonna be big? I think so. Absentee, so a lot of people selling their second properties or a lot of landlords, so we have different things that we can market to them. Again, 40,000, pretty big number, yes? Okay, and assumables, we're not gonna hit too much. Reach out to me if I can help you with that. And no mortgage, oh, look at that, it's covered up. Anybody, any guesses? So looking at, was that 200,000?
Yeah.
Is that wild? Pretty wild. Okay, there we go. Hopefully we can see everything still pretty good. All right. Click back on here. Please interact though. The silence, I never know if it's good or bad. All right, see what we got. I'm gonna have to move that out of the way. Okay, luxury. Who here wants to work? Did you have a question?
No.
Okay. Who here likes luxury? Yeah. I think that I did. Let's go back to that one actually. So, how many luxury homes do you think are here within an hour of where we're at? A lot? Yeah? Okay. I'm going to have to hide that. Like 20, 30,000? More? Do you know how easy it is to market to 20 or 30,000 people? Is it a secret who owns these properties?
No.
Oh, okay. Anybody here buy leads?
I do.
From who?
I don't want to say the name, but I.
There you go. I got it. Buyer, seller leads, both?
Both.
Okay, got it. What I like is I pretty much know, like, if we want listings, doesn't it have to come from a homeowner? So I like to pull that list and then market to them directly. I don't know, just a thought. So, but like marketing to 400 million people, that was called mass marketing back in the day. That's pretty hard. You have to have $1 billion to do that. Marketing to 20, 30,000 people, it's not too bad, right? Okay, cool. We'll keep moving. All right, so luxury split, yeah. So marketing to them is not that bad. So again, reach out to me if you're going to have some questions. Come see me at the end. All right, so who wants to see a script that works 99% of the time? Anybody get any call anxiety? Anybody get like, oh my God, I don't know who to call, what to say, anything like this? Never. You don't? Oh my gosh, what's your name again? Sure. Oh my gosh, do we swear in here or no? You're a BA. You're a bad, you know what, bad mamma jamma. So I have a script that works 99% of the time. Do we want to see it? You should be looking like this. Again, RIP, he's been in here for 18 months, okay? But again, is there probate, like should we be learning more about probate or working with probate people? Yes. Yeah, it's sad though, right? All right, everybody in here remember these? Your iPhone, can you just show everybody how you normally hang that up? Like just hold it up, like do you just go like this?
Yeah.
Wasn't it way more fun to be like, bam, slam down that, wasn't that more satisfying? That was more fun, okay? Now, 20 years ago, is this real wood? I'd get swore at, hung up on the whole nine. It doesn't happen anymore. Do you want to know why? So, Robert Kiyosaki, Bob, everybody's heard of him if you don't live under a rock. Of course, we know the cash flow stuff. When I met him in 2005 in New York, he said, Daniel, when you teach, you should use stories and games. So I created a game with the show Friends. You can't lose at the game, and you'll learn something about this script. Does anybody want to volunteer?
I'll volunteer.
Yeah, come on up. Round of applause. Your first name again? Shirley. E-Y-I-E. What is it?
EY.
Yeah, look out for those Y's. Yeah. I guess, and we're going to try to cater maybe to the camera in the back and no business like show business. Okay, so we've all seen the show Friends? Okay. So can we pretend this is Jennifer Aniston, and her name's Rachel Green on the show. Let's pretend she's one of two people, either a luxury homeowner with a $10 million home or a divorce or probate attorney that works with wealthy people. We want both of those, right? So let's just say that you found out about a $10 million property and somebody's like, hey, I think that seller's motivated. I mean, you couldn't get their name, could you?
Well, sure you can.
You can. How would you do that?
It's public knowledge.
It's public record, yes? Could you then take said name and type it into LinkedIn?
Yep.
Okay. Now, and let's say this popped up. Now, does everybody know what mutual connections are? Can someone explain what mutual connections are?
People that you have with relationship with other people.
It's like a friend of a friend. Yeah? So, and 63 is not that crazy to have. And we're going to go into how to make this happen later. So we're pretending this is your LinkedIn, and you see that's Rachel. And you click, and you get a list. Now, can you please pretend Monica Geller was your best friend in high school, your homegirl?
Oh my God.
Yes?
I can't believe it.
Okay. If you, $250,000 commission riding here maybe, right? $10 million house. If you're like, oh my gosh, my friend Monica, I wonder if she actually knows Rachel or if they just clicked on each other on LinkedIn. Wouldn't you call Monica and say, hey, do you know Rachel?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if Monica, my friends give me referrals, or do good friends give us referrals? Yeah, if not, you're not a friend. Good. Okay, I get that zinger sometimes. Now, if you're on the phone, Monica says, yes, hold on, let me bring Rachel into a three-way call. Does that legally, ethically get her on the do not call list?
Yeah, you can do that.
It'd have to be communist Russia or China that Monica not be able to call her friend Rachel.
Right.
Don't 80 to 90% of luxury homeowners have a LinkedIn profile? You getting, is that a paradigm shift? Right? That when there's $40 million lawsuits around do not call. So you would call Monica, right, to try to get the introduction, right? Would everybody in here do that? That's not a cold call. I don't, remember the Matrix thing? I don't think Rachel's going to ask for a 1% commission. I don't think she's going to call 10 other agents. Shirley will tell you why. Monica would be furious. She'd be like, Rachel, what are you doing? Why don't you just work with Shirley? Why are you giving her a hard time? Don't we all have... You want people to act right? Say somebody in common you both know at the beginning of the call, okay? How do we stop the riots and these kids in Chicago? We need to go find their mothers, okay? No? I thought it was funny. Okay. Anyway, but is this a paradigm shift?
Yeah.
We can do this with every single homeowner, at least most of them. Good stuff? Mm-hmm. All right, Shirley, hey, thank you. Round of applause, Shirley. Thank you, thank you. This one thing can change your life. Some of you probably believe it, some of you don't. So I have a few examples. Is that cool? Okay. Banana hands, I'm just kidding. That's Tony Robbins, yes? That's me 15, 20 years ago. That's my old business partner, who my other old business partner just recruited to spy on me. Good stuff. Anyway, this is Mark Benioff. So Mark Benioff is from, he created Salesforce.com. Anybody heard of it? So he's worth like $7 billion. Yes. So with a B. So, I mean, does anybody have a person that you think you could call that could radically change your business? 1031 exchange facilitator that you could get an intro to. Somebody, for sale, luxury for sale by owner, developer. Does anybody have anybody that could radically change your business? Who would it be?
Somebody I know that's a developer.
There you go. If they would throw you all their business, that'd be fantastic, yeah? Okay, cool. So that's the goal here. Now, don't cancel me. My dad was a police officer. As far as I know, he never beat anybody up while arresting them, okay? So, and he was on the Keep Kids Off Drug Council, so he's a good man. I think he was a good police officer. He did the best he could, probably made 20 to 25 grand a year. The first time I made 25 grand a month, he was stoked. First time I made 25 grand in a day, he's like, is this legal, right? Anybody been, okay? So I wanted to do something bold and audacious, so I called Mark Benioff. How did I do it? Tony and him were connected on LinkedIn, found out they're good friends. His cell phone was in our CRM, which was cool. Do you want to know how the call went? It's like ring, ring. I was like, hey, Mark, my name is Daniel. I work with Tony Robbins. I had a quick question. You know what Mark Benioff said? What's up, Daniel? How you doing, buddy? I was like, oh, my God. Right? Same thing, right? It works on billionaires. It works on everyone. So I apologize it's a different company, but do you recognize the LA skyline back here? This gentleman's name is Greg Posada. He's like a real estate manager in downtown LA. Greg wanted to talk to me as much as he wanted the next COVID variant. Not at all. Okay? He invited me to his office, let me do a training. We're friends. He shot me a video. He even said my tagline at the end of the video. Do you ever have somebody that doesn't want to talk to you? Would you like to get them to turn into where they do business with you and make you a video? Yeah. Can I share this real quick? Yeah. Let's do it.
Hi, this is Greg Posada with Keller Williams downtown Los Angeles. Really cool story to share really quick. Right, I get calls all the time about anybody wanting to come and do training in our office. And it's one of those things that I automatically, my first question is, are you Keller Williams?
Oh yeah, hang on.
And the minute they say no, I zoom out and I'm done.
Sorry.
I'm going to mute that. Is that okay? Okay. Anybody at home, if you want to play, you can. I'm going to mute you, though, but no, I love little ones. We're just going to mute you for a second. Deal? Okay. Just raise your hand or feel free to unmute if you want to chime in. Cool. Keeping it real goes bad. Here we go. Seriously? Okay. Oh, my God. All right. I guess you get the commentary then. Here we go. So... throw this to you? Will you catch it? Okay. Here comes the Hail Mary. Ready? That was the Hail Mary. I was on his LinkedIn while we were on the call. I just brought up his cousin in Texas that I didn't even know that well. Thank you. That was an immaculate reception, by the way. I got to bring a football with me.
I listened to what he had to say, and to mention, booked him for this evening to have him talk to my agent, and I don't regret it a bit. And he taught me a lot. Now I'm check it out. And so I'm actually in the process of all my contacts and following what Daniel shared with us. So I hope you do too. Okay, so whether you're an agent or you're a team leader, OP, you're looking to recruit, look for listings, look for buyers, let me tell you, they all fall in line just like our MRE book. So go ahead and attend the next class whenever you see it. It's great. I'm going to use it on my recruiting. I'm going to have my agents use it on their listings, on their buyers, and hopefully else you too. Are you ready to get exponential?
So Nike has Just Do It. Ours is Are You Ready to Get Exponential? This guy didn't want to talk to me. He wanted to talk to me less than he wanted the plague. Okay? I'm telling you, this happens over and over again. Another one is, you might be like, Daniel, what if somebody has 2 connections on LinkedIn? Well, I knew somebody that had 100. He was in Palm Beach, and his name was Eric. And now we're really good friends. When I was on his LinkedIn, who remembers Circuit City? I worked there in college. It was on his LinkedIn. I said, Eric, did you work at Circuit City in college? He goes, yeah. I was like, me too. He's like, no way. We're buddies. We talk all the time now. Our families know each other. Something as innocuous as that. Either find a person in common, something in common. Is that a game changer? Yeah. I had, and then, okay, here's the, and look, this can change your life. Yes? But like, all you have to do is add 500 people you know on LinkedIn, and like, that's it. And then before you call somebody, just look them up. Last one, because I just want to drive this home. So there's the novice, the rookie, and then there's like the pro. The pro, we can kind of see the road ahead, right? So I was setting a meeting. I got a referral to a probate and divorce attorney from another attorney. Do you know when one attorney tells you to call another, they're going to talk to you, probably meet with you. Then, like me, you'll probably screw up the first few, right? Okay. Anybody ever seen like a LA Law or like any of those shows where there's like basically courtroom scenes? Like, what do you say after you answer the question in court? You shut up. That's what you do in the beginning with lawyers. Once they're cool with you, they'll like keep you there 3 hours and order lunch and everything. But there was one recently, we're trying to set a meeting, and I was like, how about this Friday, this one Friday? He's like, Daniel, just got an Airstream camper. Right, yeah, those are cheap, right? So what would the rookie do? Oh, you know what I need to do? A double bind on another 2 days. You ever know what a double bind? It's like saying, okay, next Monday or Tuesday, right? What's the expert do? You like, dude, I grew up camping, no way. 20 minutes about campers, okay? Although, as you know, there's more like glamping. Who knows what boondocking is? Yeah, it's where you have a really nice camper, but in the middle of nowhere with no plugins, no electrical hookups, right? He's like, Daniel, I'd like to go boondocking in this thing. He's like, in Florida, I don't think I'd do it without the AC. I said, Ron, during the pandemic, I bought this like 2-bedroom, 5th-wheel camper thing. I was like, anyway, they make a Tesla Powerwall thing for it. I said, I got rid of my camper, but I still have it. Be careful. But I was like, do you want to borrow it? Give it back to me. But do you just want to try it? He's like, dude, you got to be kidding me. I didn't know this thing existed. He's so excited. Okay? He's like, I got to go. Call my son who works for me. He'll schedule a time for us. So I bring the Tesla, pretty big thing to drop off. And I get there. His son had set the meeting. His son was there. His son's like, oh my God, guys, I'm sorry. We drove 45 minutes. He's like, my dad's not here today. What's the rookie do? They're going to be like, oh man, they're going to be all upset, running out of there. We sat down with his son for 30, 45 minutes, who's starting some other business, talking with him, and built rapport. But when we left, he called his dad. He's like, Dad, these 2 guys came in. They're awesome. When we finally had the meeting, so we've talked about campers, whatever, something. For you, it might be something else. What do you have a hobby? Any ladies, or anybody else have a hobby other than camp? Could be anything. You're looking just for things in common, yes? We came back, and a lot of you might think, oh, how could I get in with an attorney? They probably already have an agent they work with. Okay? Yes? 20 to 30% you can get in, no problem. There are 3 biggest pain points from the 75 I've met in the past 3 or 4 months. One is they don't want the property overpriced because it goes expired. How do you finish out a probate case when the biggest asset isn't sold? How do you finish a divorce case when the house isn't? Remember Wedding Crashers? They were divorce mediators. Remember in the beginning they're arguing about airline miles? Yeah. So, and the joke from Wedding Crashers, I'm not as good as Vince Vaughn. He's like, hey lady, he's like, you want to go find a Latin man that's both makes you feel both dangerous and safe? We got to finalize this divorce, right? I see Vince Vaughn's way funnier with that. But the judge is like, look, husband wants to sell, wife doesn't. Who knows what a partition action is? Judge is like, sell it. Court-ordered sale, court-ordered commission. Good luck some lawyer trying to sue every judge in the country on court-ordered commissions, right? It's not legal or tax or accounting advice, yes? So anyway, what happened was we came back and I was trying to tell him that, because you want to have a presentation. Who can bake a cake? Anybody? I can't bake for anything. You can? Yeah. If I leave out the eggs, flour, sugar, and I bake it 1,000 instead of 400, is that good enough? No. That's what most people are doing with getting meetings with attorneys and a lot of the steps here. You really want to follow everything down to the T. So what I'm trying to tell you are the 3 things you need to do. One is you need to get really good CMAs, make sure the property is going to sell. 2, return phone calls, because nobody picks up their phone, right? So their second complaint is communication. Their third complaint is... literally, here's a horror story. Somebody took a photo of a probate house from inside their car on an iPhone. It went on the MLS. This happens, right? Can everyone here do better than that? Yes. Then 20 to 30% of the attorneys would work with you. The other 70%, you just have to be able to refer business back and forth. That's a whole other seminar in and of itself, but it's pretty simple. Everyone remember the silly movie Couples Retreat? Yeah, by the time you get to marriage counseling or couples retreat island, like you're not doing so good in your marriage, right? Plenty of ways to refer divorce and probate clients over. So anyway, so just to finish that story is, okay, so we get there and I'm ready to tell him all this stuff about how we're going to help him and refer him deals and stuff, which we've done before. He's like, guys, it's all good. How can I help you? Have attorneys called me before that I got intros from and they're like, go pound salt? Yes, absolutely. I don't know what program he used, but he printed us out the names of 30 other attorneys. He's like, what else you guys need? I was like, high net worth attorneys? He's like, hold on. Prints me out 4 of those. He's like, right, high net worth, right? So like, you want to beat big tech, you want to beat AI, you want, right? Either go all in on it and or go old school. Because AI and big tech cannot compete with building relationships, right? Read How to Win Friends and Influence People? Yep, okay, good stuff? Boom, we'll go old school, boom. All right, so this is all going to dovetail. I just really wanted to drive that home. So again, a lot of people ask me, Daniel, what's this exponential thing? So let me ask you a question. Does everyone in here think you can get 1% better at anything in life? Yeah. Yeah? Okay. Did you know that if you do that every day, you literally follow that curve right there? Does anybody want to quote unquote get exponential? Yeah. Pretty good? Yeah, I like it. I thought of it myself. Anyway, so after a year, 1% improvement per day is like 3,800%, right? So anyway, that's the goal here. But we can. Because right now, your network is a couple hundred people. If you had 500 people on LinkedIn, and the average person has 500, that's 250,000 people in your network. Is that an exponential shift? Yeah. 100%. And you can get it up to 1 million very easily. Okay, so we talked about the lead pillars here. I went into attorneys a little bit. Do you want to hear more about the attorney? Right, I think divorce and probate is going to be huge. Anybody agree? Yes. All right, we're going to have some fun on this one. So people ask me, Daniel, what type of attorneys do I work with? So this was some marketing here. Who keeps the dog in divorce? Is that sad? Sad? It's great marketing. I'd call that attorney, okay? You cheated. You're a player. I'm going to spray paint your Porsche. Is that crazy? Crazy good marketing. I would definitely call that attorney, right? Buy one divorce, get one half off. We take PayPal. No, wrong one, right? Is that kind of fun? You got to have some fun. I don't want people to get divorced or die. It just is what it is. Who knows who Dr. Dre is? Why is he worth $900 million plus? It's not music. What did he sell to all the kids? The Beats headphones, yeah. I don't watch TMZ, but I did Google apparently a couple years ago, celebrity divorce. He came up. And so guess how hard it was to find his attorney's name? It's in the news article. An agent I work with was like, Daniel, my friend went to college with Dr. Dre's divorce attorney. Right? That's a pursuit of happiness type thing, right? So is there any famous people around here not necessarily getting divorced? There's no famous people in Florida, right? There are some? Yeah? So I'm telling you, the high net worth attorneys, yeah, that can be life-changing. We also, I don't even use this as much anymore. I have an email that you could send to attorneys, and they would actually call you to set a meeting. It's kind of like handing somebody, I don't know, a loaded weapon or something. It's like, because what was happening a lot is then like the meetings weren't going as well. Guess what recipe piece was missing? The intro. So this can still work, but it's really good to get the intro piece. But if you want to set that up, you could reach out to me. I can help you with that. I'm afraid to give it out too much just because may or may not work. Is anybody here intimidated to call an attorney? No? Oh my gosh, this is an awesome crowd.
work for a
You are. You'll call FSBO, but not an attorney. Surely. Oh my gosh, you're unique.
Time you're gonna get the secretary, because he's probably in court.
Yeah. Guess what? Paradigm shift. I don't ever call the secretary. Ready? So when we go on LinkedIn, what's that? Oh, you ready? Yeah, we want this one?
Yeah.
Go on LinkedIn. Oh, there was one recently. So I found one of the biggest law firms in Florida, Central Florida, that works with wealthy people, high net worth, probate, and divorce. You can search this on LinkedIn. I looked at them. You want to reverse engineer. You ask for referrals. You get the deer in the headlights zombie stare. You have to be my friend that gave me this intro knows hundreds of attorneys. Wouldn't give me one. People are like, oh, I don't know. Right? I don't know. I got to go back and watch social media. But then I said, hey, do you know Bill? My buddy, I was like, hey, do you know Bill? He goes, yeah. I was like, could you introduce me? It'd be socially awkward. It'd be like Rachel Monica. Why would your friend not introduce you to somebody? And then, does everyone know how to find almost anybody's cell phone? No? One of you does. Who knows how to find anybody's cell phone for free?
LinkedIn?
TruePeopleSearch.com. Yeah. Has ads and everything, but I paid $1,000 a month for services, not much better. This guy, he's really, really wealthy. Couldn't find it. So I asked my buddy Russell, I said, hey, text me his contact card. Does everyone know how to text a contact card? Guess what was in there? His cell phone. I don't call gatekeepers. Because even if I have an intro, they're still mean. I don't want to deal with it. Call their cell phone. In fact, who has Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile? I pay them $1,000 a month. It comes up as spam. Thanks a lot, guys, right? Who has Google Voice numbers? I have 5 or 6. I got Boca, Malibu, Manhattan. Anybody pick up Boca, Malibu, or Manhattan? I bet you would. Of course you would. You're like, who's calling me from Malibu? Get it all the time. So this attorney went to University of Miami, and he wouldn't answer my phone from Pennsylvania. I don't know. Who wants to call from Pennsylvania? I called him from my Boca number. He's like, oh, you calling about the season tickets? I'm like, no, my buddy emailed you. We have the probate, the family of the deceased. Oh, yeah. I've been meaning to call you back. What I'm hearing is, I've been not meaning to call you back. But he said, just call my gal. She handles, we have 7 probate attorneys in our firm. Call her. She'll take care of you. Guess what happened? So who's the, imagine the CEO of a company called a district manager and said, take care of this person. They're going to take care of them. I mean, this gal put on her white gloves, treated us like a king. Because the founder of the firm, you want the founder, principal, these big words, right? Treated us amazing, and there's some referral business going on. This is a different one, but do you want to see me set one of these live? Let's check it out. I'm going to try to bring it to the middle.
Yeah, you know attorneys, right? Of course. Yeah, so he's a good friend of mine. We're going to share office space. He referred me and AJ Fernandez over. He is a local real estate professional. What we were hoping to do, we met with another attorney friend of his as well. I don't know if you know him down in that. But okay, we had a really good meeting. AJ Fernandez, my business associate, we believe we can refer you probably some family law and maybe some other clients as well. And quite frankly, I'd love to hear more about what you're doing for veterans. We wouldn't be opposed to having some value there as well. Just seeing if we might be able to schedule a 5 or 10 minute meeting in person just to introduce ourselves and see if we can maybe refer each other some business.
Sure, if you call my office number, which should be on the card,
Yes.
and let them know that you spoke with me on the phone, that it's not just a cold call.
Okay.
Set the time sometime next week, come in and sit down, we'll have a cup of coffee and chat.
Oh, that sounds great. I look forward to it. Thanks so much.
All right, that's no work, Charlie.
Yeah, you likewise, man. Have a good day.
Who's ever done B2B calls? Anybody in here? Nobody's ever done business-to-business calls? Okay. What's that? Yeah. I didn't do very good on that call, did I? Not really. I think it was bad. Like, we were packing up, getting ready to go, and he actually called us back. Probably, I think on the Google Voice, or no, I was on AJ's phone, which was local, which was good. And what happened was, the only reason, he said it at the end, call the office, tell him I told you to put it on my calendar, it's not a cold call. It was an intro from an attorney he's known 25 years that I have a great, right? So yeah, do you all see how this is like can shift everything? Good stuff? Now, the rest of these are on our social media. It's Exponential Business Coaching. But there's a case study here. AJ and I, we haven't even called the 30 new referrals we got. We're a little bit busy. We need to get on that. See me after. So anyway, this was after our first meeting. I was like, AJ, take off your sunglasses for the video, please. And anyway, he was very nervous, right? I don't know if you're nervous to maybe call attorneys, but now I'll call him and he'll be like, yeah, Daniel, I got this referral. They're in the 5th district. It sounds like he knows what he's talking about, right? And then this was the video we made right after we met with the 64 group of attorneys. So just look up Exponential Business Coaching, but for time's sake, we'll skip those. Good stuff? Come see me after. That is something that I can definitely help you with. This is pretty wild. So, you know what's weird is becoming the hub. You know, does anybody put the word out? Does everyone here put the word out that you're in real estate?
Yep.
So if you work with attorneys and if you refer them business, they're going to be more likely to refer you business. You're going to let people know, hey, if anybody has any like probate or like divorce needs, I can, right? I get calls now when somebody getting divorced or dies. It's really weird, but I refer it to an attorney. Does that induce reciprocation? You want to be the hub. Good stuff? This was AJ's manager. It's also on my website, or his team leader. So AJ told his team leader, again, a little bit of Jesus here. This is a week. We met with these attorneys. What happened? We met with a bunch of attorneys, and we made the decision, let's start referring them business. So he asked his team leader, who has a big network, and within a week, his team leader's like, hey, I have this friend and the family member died. They need an attorney. Don't you guys want to? And they're like, cool. We referred it over. He just got the word out, right? But I don't know. Whatever your beliefs are, is this place the result of an explosion? I don't know. Is the Webster's Dictionary the result of an explosion in an ink factory? I don't think so. Whatever your beliefs are. But I think you like that one? That was good, right? Anyway, I think when you really focus on something, anybody ever write their goals? Does it just start to happen? The universe, law of attraction, God, whatever you want to believe, I'm telling you, focus on stuff, it starts to work. All right, one more little piece and then we'll land the airplane with the best topics. Is that good? This is the world's largest domino. It's 3 to 4 stories tall. It's a metaphor. I can't imagine everything you want to accomplish in your life and business is this big domino. I don't think we can knock that over today. But if you've seen dominoes, don't they start very, very small? So here's what I would say. If you make a decision today, you know what? I'm going to figure out this LinkedIn thing, which is not hard. I'm going to you know what? I need to work with attorneys because if rates keep going up and right, I mean, there'll be a lot of the trend. Everybody want to make So if you want to make a big decision, it's a good idea. I have what's called a domino statement. I really believe the fastest way to create exponential shifts in your mindset, skills, results, and your commissions and incomes is going to be exponential business growth strategies. I truly, truly believe that. So actually, I have a 30-second video kind of explaining it. Can I share it?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe.
Well, I believe the fastest way to create exponential shifts in your mindset, skills, results, and income in life is by using exponential growth strategies. Once you realize this, I believe you should go all in, okay? All of your dreams and goals and visions, the life and relationships you want, the family, friends, and peer group you want, it's going to be enhanced and fueled by the results in our business. All my mentors told me that once you learn this game, the exponential growth strategy is the best way to radically grow your business. You should go all in.
Anybody else resonate with that?
Yep.
I certainly do. So anyway, I didn't understand all in though, so this is kind of a fun way to explain it. So all in is basically this. So you see how this guy, right? Okay, we're skipping that one today. See how this guy's not all in? Is he not all in? Okay. Are these two all in? For sure. Okay, for sale by owner, they're not all in. I would start even telling them, does anybody tell them they can't get sued if they right? Can't they make mistakes and get sued? I don't know, I would bring that up anyway. Is this gal all in? Yeah? Another round of applause? Yeah? Appreciate you. Just having some fun. Look, I believe you do have the ability to go all in, and a lot of people, this is where some people are like, Daniel, yeah, there's a little bit too much fluff in here. And I'm like, too much fluff? I'm like, isn't 80 to 90% of, the clap was for you, thank you. Yes. You're all in. Yes, thank you. Oh, there she is. Can I do it again for her?
Yeah. Yes.
This is pretty fantastic, really quick. Okay, we go back. We're talking about going all in on everything. So see how these two are not all in?
Yeah.
But these two are. For sale by owner is not, but you're all in. Thank you. Thank you. Got to have some fun, right? Be gracious to your host. So people are like, Daniel, a lot of fluff in here. I'm like, isn't 80 to 90% of success our mindset? Yep. If we don't believe that we can succeed, it's not going to happen. I was coaching a really nice lady from New York State, and she grew up in like Eastern Europe, and I was telling her I was like, the little engine that could. She goes, what? I was like, you never read that? She goes, we don't have that book there. I explained it. She's like, oh, that's a great story. Don't we have to believe that we can do stuff? Yeah, I mean, it's right, so it's not fluff, and we're almost done. But look, I want this meme more often, when you get that clear to close, right? Or as Michelle or some of our veterans in here will tell you, shouldn't it be when you get that commission check in your hand? Is that what change it to? Okay, for the veterans. All right, so 3 secrets of real estate success. You can write these down, and we'll get into the best stuff in the airplane. I want you to be an exponential expert. What I mean here is I really want you to have an exponential mindset, okay? So just really, we're going to go through this quick. If you're rolling your eyes, who has kids? You're like, Daniel, I'm motivated. I don't need this Tony Robbins crap, okay? I'm just kidding. You do. You don't need a shower either, but it's a good idea to do it once a day, Another way to say it is, by now, shouldn't you know there's more efficient and effective ways to get new business? Yes? So, anybody ever heard of Roger Bannister? First guy in human history to run a mile in under 4 minutes. Now, a lot of the younger people, they're kind of like, why does that even matter? Well, here's a quick history lesson. In ancient Rome, what's that?
His record's been broken because one person did.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. You're stealing my thunder, but yes, I appreciate it. No, you're good.
You should not ask me.
Look, I got one more part of the story. You ready? In ancient Rome, they tried this to motivate somebody. They tied a bull behind them. Spoiler alert, they died. Yeah. In the 30s and 40s, doctors said your heart would explode. A man and woman, it's impossible. But as you know, Roger Bannister did it. And you know that, 46 days later, John Landy broke it. There are men and women in high school and college sports that can do a sub 4-minute mile. I don't think we evolved like the dinosaurs personally. I think when we see somebody else do it, we know it's possible. Who wants to do $250,000, $500,000 or more in 2024? Anybody want to do 7 figures? Has that happened in this office before? I bet it has, right? Absolutely. So there are examples ahead of us, right? Especially the leadership in your company. So one voicemail I've saved in my entire life, I believe it will help you. Tony compared me to Roger Bannister. Can I share 10 seconds of it?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. And then I'll show you how it's going to help you get listings.
Salesforce.
Yeah. I created a result where Tony compared me to Roger Bannister, the first guy to run a 4-minute mile.
Daniel, it's Tony Robbins. I can't thank you enough for being my partner, brother. Just excited, really, really excited to see Tony just blow through that 4-minute mile and show people what's possible.
As you can probably tell, I don't run. So what did I do? Something pretty amazing. I set 257 qualified appointments. Most of them were people like attorneys, divorce and probate type attorneys, things like that. 257 in 99 days. 30% of that's around 75 or 76. Anybody like 75 or 76 listing appointments or attorney meetings? Yeah? So I had a secret weapon, though. Do you want to know what it was?
Yeah.
I knew my reason why, okay? And that was my reason why, okay? My first son was on the way. I lived in Miami. I stopped going to live and partying every night, and I got my crap together, right? Aren't kids motivating? If you have the why, the how's pretty easy. Can I do my dad brag? It's 10 seconds of him on stage. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Let's do it. It's my dude. He was 5 there. He's 9 now. He's like, Dad, I want to do on stage again. I'm like, you're not as cute as when you were 5. I was like, if you can take a listing appointment on stage, you can do it. He's pretty close. I can't wait. Because when my coaching clients are like, I can't get a listing, I'll be like, my 9-year-old can. Right? Good stuff? Okay, cool. Awesome. So like anybody grow up with low self-esteem? I really did. But like he almost has too much, but I feel like maybe we can rein it in, right? Okay, well, I grew up with none. Pretty wild. All right, secret 2, exponential. Are we good on time? Yeah. Okay, good. Exponential growth. Sorry, you have a great group. They're interactive. I appreciate it. Secret 2, exponential growth strategies. That's on your sheet here. So, exponential cloning. I'm joking, but like Like, the only way really to get, I think, exponential results, because anybody heard of Alex Hermosi? What he wrote the book $1 million or $100 million leads and $100 million offers. This guy 6 years ago was broke, living in his girlfriend's basement. Now he's worth over $100 million. Is Alex Hermosi, Hormozi. Tell him I sent you. I'm just kidding. I'm not friends with Alex yet, but I'm working on it. But we have some mutual friends. But anybody that goes from 0 to 100 million in 6 years, is that pretty fantastic? It's pretty fantastic. But I keep hearing him saying, like, you have to get more done in less time. If we can't make 1,000 calls in a day, could we send 1,000 pieces of direct mail? Could we send 1,000 emails? Could we do? On LinkedIn, I get 10 to 20,000 views per week for free. Anybody know Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V? He says your 2 biggest ones you should be focused on with TikTok, which respectfully he's wrong for real estate. But the other one is like YouTube Shorts, and LinkedIn. And LinkedIn's the other one. Again, wealthy people are not on there. This is Suzanne Lucas. She's a sweetheart. Here's the reason I'm going to show you her for a second. So she is self-proclaimed not tech savvy. Anybody self-proclaimed not tech savvy? Okay. And she's like, Daniel, do I look like the Wolf of Wall Street? I'm not going to pound the phone, okay? So does everybody relate with that? So stick with me. Even if you're not tech savvy, we can make this work. Is that good? But our first day, we got a $1.4 million listing appointment set for her on the first call. Again, a little bit of JC there. The video's on our social media, Exponential Business Coaching. For time's sake, we'll skip it. So, okay, who here's heard about this? Just for a second, this AI stuff, yes? What's that? Oh, okay, sorry, I thought somebody had a question. So, here's what I can tell you. Can you beat AI? Yes. Old school. Relationships, referral partners, attorneys, right? So I actually have a video that I just did on that. But I'm telling you that if you can build rapport with wealthy people, with attorneys, that AI, Zillow is never going to replace that, yes? Yep. A judge is never going to give the listing to AI, I don't think, right? So that's one piece there. Made a whole video on it. Jay Abraham, he's the man. We're going to skip that for now. I'm going to make sure we have enough time. Okay, Gary V. Anybody seen his first video of all time? He started in 2006. That's like the beginning of YouTube. Okay? So when he moved here from Eastern Europe, his parents couldn't afford a New York Jets jersey. His mom knitted him one. He now owns part of the New York Jets. He got way ahead of a trend, creating video. So look, does everyone think the newspaper industry is dead or dying? Yeah? Exactly, right? I don't even think people want to read websites anymore. Here's my prediction. I think eventually all referrals will be video. This is Mike Chow. He's a super slacker. See the slacker? That's a year old, actually. So whenever I work with somebody, I ask them what they want to work on. He said, Daniel, I get a ton of listings from my Zillow, Realtor, and Google reviews. He said, I want more. He said, by the way, didn't you say something about video reviews? I said, we did. He now has 25 video reviews from sellers, buyers, vendors. He even made me shoot one. Okay? So would anybody want to get video reviews from your clients? Mm-hmm. It's like, imagine you set a listing appointment and you text 2 or 3 video reviews. I think I sent you a few video reviews right? So it's just something that's super powerful. Can I share with you just a few seconds of his first one? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hi, Carolee Whitehouse here. I am a client of Emily Lou's from a few years ago, and I just had to let you know that she is so awesome, so easy to work with, very trustworthy. That's probably the most important thing for me when choosing a realtor is finding someone who you can.
She goes on to say, especially in California, there's no trustworthy agents. Anyway, I'm telling you, I think that there may be a time when all these websites flip and they don't want text anymore, they want video reviews. If you're the only one that has 5, 10, 25, it's going to be huge. And right now, they're a great thing to text. It's just kind of like a trend that's emerging. So keep an eye on that one. All right, now let's land the airplane with the best stuff. For LinkedIn, there's literally, there's a few things you can do here. Once you add everybody you know on LinkedIn, does everyone here on Facebook have like 500 connections or so? Just add the same people on LinkedIn. Add people you know, except don't add local agents. So look, what you can do is, there's literally, you know what a poll is, where it's like they just ask a question? Mm-hmm. Very often I would ask like, hey, are you planning on moving or buying or selling? And very often I'll get a lot of people, I don't know, people like to click on buttons. I don't know why. And does anybody know who bought LinkedIn? Microsoft? Bill Gates? Yeah, very nice. I don't know if they're data mining. When I do a video, maybe a couple thousand views, I did a poll one day that showed it to 250,000 people. Why would you not do a post do you know what you have to pay Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, to get 250? A lot. You literally can get 500,000 to 1 million people on LinkedIn to see you for free every year. I mean, anybody want that kind of, you probably don't want that exposure, right? So here's some essentials on LinkedIn. First of all, I think LinkedIn, it's like a referral generating machine. Again, we can get an intro to any human that we want, right? The things that are going to be the most important, let me jump to that really quick. I updated this. Okay. So yeah, my name's Daniel FLEISCHMAN. So I'm going to say this a few times. Nobody seems to remember it. Does anyone have a favorite celebrity?
Matthew Perry.
There you go. I know. R.I.P. R.I.P. So if he was still with us, or Cristiano Ronaldo, Kardashians, whoever, we follow celebrities or whatever. I don't know if we should, but we do. We connect with our network. Let me do it again. We follow celebrities, connect with our network. Got it? So what you might see is you could follow every person you know. It does nothing because they're not in your network. Now, a lot of people are like, Daniel, there's no connect button here. If you're on your phone, download the app. If you haven't, you could connect with me. I'm in your network. There's either 3 dots or a more button, and you're going to hit connect. I know this is the boring part, but it's so important. As soon as you add everyone you know on there, that's when you're going to be able to get these intros. You won't believe the people that know different people. You're like, oh my God, my loan officer knows this FSBO. They owe me, my LO owes me a deal anyway, right? Or your insurance person. Vendors are the first great people to add. I'd add vendors, everybody you know. Don't add people you don't know, and don't add local agents because they're not going to refer you deals. You got it? Okay. So again, add vendors. Do you have an approved vendor list? Add all of them. Boom. Yeah. And because they're like all of them have huge networks, and there's 30 vendors in an average transaction, 26 maybe. So you don't need to get to 30,000 connections, but you need to get, like, a good goal is 500. Every human knows 500 people, yes? Go through your phone, your Facebook, your vendors. You'll go from I don't know who to add to oh my God. The FOMO, you can only add 100 a week. When I started LinkedIn, you could add 100 a day. So there's your FOMO. So just some basic things there you need to know. Now, who am I looking for on LinkedIn? I really, even more than homeowners, I want to look for these referral partners. So there was this gentleman named Jay Abraham. He was actually kind of a mentor even to Tony Robbins. Do you know there's only 3 ways to grow your business? There's more clients, a higher transaction value, or last would be do business more frequently. There's no other ways. There's variations on a theme of each of those. How can we get a residential homeowner to buy and sell more property, right, unless they're an investor? These people can refer us business a lot. Here's a good goal. There's not that many attorneys around here, is there? Is there a lot? A few thousand?
Yeah.
So imagine this. Does that what if you could get in with 4 attorneys of the 4,000 that are within an hour of here, and they all, on average, they normally send you 5 to 6. Let's call it 4. So what if you had 4 attorneys that send you 4 listings in a year? That's 16. If they like you, they're going to work with you next year too. Wouldn't it be nice to come into 2025 being like, okay, I probably have about 16 coming from my, yeah? So anyway, everybody like the referral idea? That is, if you flip over, those are on there. And you can add your own celebrities, or if you like sports players and all that good stuff. So we'll land the airplane here with the best stuff. Also, look, some of you, I know I coach this gal, and I'm saying this respectfully, gorgeous. She's from Australia, used to be in modeling and stuff. She refuses to, she's very self-conscious, refuses to make videos or do social media. I'm like, do you understand that if you made a video, people would be blowing you up to do business with you? So I know some of us, do I like making video? No. Do I like public speaking? Not really. Do you know what I dislike more than both of those things? Being poor. Life choices, okay? My joke for you would be that, look, we're all in a video right now. Maybe it's God's video. If you're with somebody one-on-one, you're in their video. I'm being metaphorically speaking. I think in the future we're going to have to be in this AI weird stuff. So anyway, I'd say get ahead of it. If not, worst case, can we all at least get 1 or 2 homeowners to give us a video? Yes? Just make sure you do that. It's going to be super important. All right, we'll land the airplane. Best strategy here, okay? The Remind person is going to hate me. But does everyone have their favorite categories, favorite niche or niche, depending on where you're from? Everyone have those? When we pull this list, anybody ever pull this list? No. Makes you want to go to happy hour. That's from Remind. Does that make you want to go to happy hour? Even if you don't drink, it might make you want to drink. So, yes. So what we do is, does anybody here use a virtual assistant or anybody on Fiverr, Upwork? Yeah? Okay, cool. So back in, I don't know, in the 80s or 90s, say you needed an assistant, it might be 10, 20, 30 grand a year. How much can you hire somebody for right now on a small project? 5, 10, 20 bucks?
Yeah, I pay my VA $650 a month, I think.
There you go. So you're smart. Because it used to be Fiverr because everything was $5. Now I call it Fiverr because you got to pay 5 people to hopefully it gets done right, But what I do is I have a module. Did you all get training, right, on real estate? You can't just take a virtual assistant and be like, here, you need to know how my business, right? I have a training module you can give them, but it'll turn this into this. So this has all their information, has their correct cell phone. Do we want that?
Yep.
We all know they're not going to pick it up. I have a few things you can text them, maybe. But guess what else I want? Their office phone. Guess what I find with luxury homeowners, $4 to $8 million homes? When you call the office, first of all, the office is never on do not call list. Who would start a business and put it on the do not call list? Right? Where would I get this phone number from, the office number? LinkedIn? Yeah, exactly. I assume that 4 to 8 million, got to be a gatekeeper, got to be some kind of assistant. Most of the time, they answer their own phone in the company directory during business hours, which I think is why they probably have a luxury home, because nobody else picks up the telephone, okay? Also, my assistant, I want them to look up their Facebook, LinkedIn. I even do this one. How many people do we both know? Because I can sort that high to low. If you have a list of 1,000 people, if there's only 100 on there that you can get introductions to, I mean, it'd be amazing for any agent to make 100 calls anyway, right? Okay. Stick with me. We're only on the airplane. I appreciate you. So do you have a CRM?
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't want to violate copyright. So if this is your CRM, you clicked right there. Wouldn't it be nice to click on that before every time you called somebody? See who you know in common? Yeah, this one here, they actually did know someone in common, which was very cool. So I want to deliver on all those clickbait promises at the beginning. So all these favorite categories we pull out of there, you want homeowners to call you, right? Here's a few ways. Downsize. If you, everyone been on YouTube? And if there's a good thumbnail, you might click on it, right? Might be a great video, might be a bad video, but we clicked on it because of the thumbnail, right? Your thumbnail in an email is your subject line and the second line below it. So my friend sells elevators to baby boomers more than celebrities. But when he says sick of stairs, or in our case, considering downsizing, how like micro niche down is that, right? It's not a broad statement. We have a list of people with 2 stories, no mortgage, empty nest, right? There's 40, 50, 60,000 of them. Mm-hmm. So when you send that email to them, a few things happen. A few of them will call you. 1 or 2 might be Karens. I can't help that. I'm sorry. And then some will reply. But let me ask you this. Remember information, such a valuable commodity? What if somebody opened that email 16 times? Happens very often. Would you call them? They're not neurotic. They want to downsize. They keep looking at it. And who's in the email? Your face. Really targeted marketing? There's way more fun ways, though. This one's pretty good. That one does best, actually, believe it or not. Somebody's like, that's not professional. I'm like, if that got you 2 deals, I'm pretty sure it defines professional. But anyway, there's boring versions, the whole 9. Now, you probably have, give or take, 1,000 expireds within an hour of here in the last year, ballpark. Mm-hmm. Yeah? I don't want to call them. I would, but what if you email them all? You might get a reply like this. Would you email all the expireds and then have the ones that are interested right now maybe reach back out to you to set an appointment? That'd be good. So that's a great way to do it. Also for landlords, absentee owners, like we have all these different categories. I didn't like land till my buddy made $700 grand on a land deal. It wasn't too bad. And then of course the last one being attorneys. So let's land the airplane here. Here's what we got. Yeah, well, this is one of the pages that, like, say you have MailChimp. Again, they opened it 4 times. I'm calling them. I don't open my email 4 times. Do you? I don't open it once, right? So I'm going to call that person for sure. Okay, let's land the airplane. The third secret is, look, how do we make this easy to execute? So there's 3 options here. Can we turn down the temperature 1 degree or no? Everybody good? Maybe it's just me. Okay. There's 3 options that we have here. Number 1 is you can DIY, but like you're going to pay with time and lost revenue figuring it out. You have coaches here, right? Yeah, get with somebody in your office that can help you. I'm biased, but I like when somebody can, it's a done with you model. That's what I do with AJ and a lot of my clients. Third is somebody does it for you. It's the most fast, most effective, most expensive. So You kind of have to choose your battles. So let's land the airplane here. Do we want people that need or want to sell?
Yes.
Okay. Could we maybe send them an email? Good with that? Maybe direct mail. Maybe have a client make a video. What if they checked all these boxes? Need or want to sell, had a video, we have an intro to them. Would you take these calls, even maybe make a few of those? I think that's the target. And then obviously, of course, getting the listings from attorneys. I'll tell you this. It's a sad story. Tony Robbins' son did some counseling with my son's mother and I. Didn't work out. Did I spend enough, did I spend over 50 grand on like family law attorneys to make sure I had custody rights? Yeah. Do you think if my attorney told me to use a certain agent, like Shirley, you think I'm going to tell him no? I give the guy 50 grand, whatever he said, right? So a lot of times, I'm not saying that's exactly how it works, but do you see how that can kind of be? Yeah, some areas you give them 3 options, but there's how it's supposed to be in the real world, right? All right, let me land the airplane with this. So Mike Chow. He's not only a client, he's a really good friend. And he creates what I would call like raving fan clients. The first time I heard this was from a guy named Steve Wynn. Anybody heard of Steve Wynn? He built the Wynn, the Bellagio, the Encore. So just a really quick fun story, we'll land the airplane. So Steve Wynn has this story about raving fan clients. Who lived in Southern California? Was that you? Did you ever drive to Vegas? Did your air conditioner work the whole way? Yeah, sometimes your AC, it's a fun, crazy drive. In the movie The Hangover, I think they did it. Now, a couple drove in from Southern California to Las Vegas, and they were staying at a Wynn property. The husband had diabetes. Anybody know somebody with diabetes? Can you die without your insulin? Okay, they're about to drive home. I believe the gentleman's name at the front was Javier. He said, before they left, he said, "Hey, do you have a housekeeper?" And they're like, "Yeah, we do." He's like, "My brother lives in Southern California. It was like 6:30. When do you need your next dose of it?" He said, "By 8 a.m. He's like, "I'll have it here by 7:30. His brother meets the housekeeper. I don't know if their cousin had like a hypercar, Fast and Furious car, I don't know, right? Got it there by the morning, okay? Like, is that a raving client experience? Yeah. Versus some agents that won't pick up the telephone to return a call. See the juxtaposition? I think in this market, you should create raving fan clients. Imagine who you can, just 1 or 2 people, you could create a raving fan client, and like a billionaire, a developer, and a high net worth attorney. One person can radically change your business, right? So that's what I encourage you to do. Mike Chow, like legit, he does create that experience for his clients, and then literally I think we do it for each other, and we're now friends. In fact, yeah, he took me out to a really nice authentic Chinese dinner. He knows that I like seafood. He brought every kind of seafood on the table. Then at the end, he's like, "Oh, by the way, you want to shoot me that video testimonial?" I was like, "That was good." That was inducing reciprocation, right? So I helped him get 25 video reviews. So he shot me one. It's pretty short. Can I show it to you? Mm-hmm. It's not so much that I want you to think I'm cool. I want you to think how cool it's going to be when you have several of these, because it is. It does help out a lot. Let's check it out.
Hey, this is Mike Chow with the Mike Chow team at Calweb. Honestly, we get calls all the time for trainers and leads, marketing. Like, we get a bunch of calls every single day. Okay, my biggest fear is that people just not going to add any value. They're going to overpromise and underdeliver. Working with Daniel has been fantastic. He goes like above and beyond for not just the team, but every individual on the team. And I think CC, Sabrina, Annie, Charlie, and Kevin, Christine, you guys can attest to that, because he called you like way more than that was whatever was stated on the contract. I'm not saying he's going to do that for everybody, but I'm just saying he went above and beyond, and he's still doing that today. We talked about mostly using LinkedIn, but we lead generated, so a lot of coaches they just kind of coaching you and how to do it, but we're actually doing it as a team. With Daniel, we created some email marketing campaigns that were effective. We actually did some lead generation and prospecting. We got introductions to probate, estate, and divorce attorneys. Helped us solve some of the biggest problems in our business. We're working towards exponential results. Yeah, we plan to break records in 2023.
I'm telling you, having some of these is really fantastic. So here's what I want to leave you with. My name is Daniel FLEISCHMAN. The training is Exponential Real Estate Results. Our business is Exponential Business Coaching. Remember, if nothing else, 1% improvement per day can literally get you exponential results. Thank you so much. Thank you. If you want to hang out, I can set some. I can get you some bonus gifts, and if anybody, I might have time to set like one listing appointment. If anybody wants to come see me, if you have to jet, you can text me 407-693-6297. Thank you so much. Yeah. Good stuff?
That's serious.
Let's, if you want to come up, I'll get your email. We'll schedule a one-on-one. And there was a sign-in sheet too. If anybody didn't sign it, I'll make sure to get some gifts out there as well. Okay, perfect. You got it.
Thank you, Daniel, and everyone, thank you for coming today, and I appreciate it. And then please make sure to go on CRR events and check out all the other trainings that we have coming. If you have time, our lovely strategic partners are here. If you have any questions regarding insurance, make sure you pop in and see Jeff. He just walked in, and with John Galt Insurance, and of course we have Mary Ballard here with Gold Star. So if you have any questions on the financial horizon, please reach out to her.
Awesome that you're providing that. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
There's 239 David Fleischmans on LinkedIn.
Sorry, Daniel. I need to work at Daniel. Yep, absolutely. So Daniel Exponential, Daniel FLEISCHMAN Exponential. Yes, definitely. Come on up. I'll connect with you right now. So.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll connect.
I wanted to know if I could connect on LinkedIn with black entertainers and stuff.
They're coming on, like a lot of the people from MTV are starting to come on. Permission to just say something that I think would help you, but I'm just coming from a good place. You said you wanted what kind of entertainers?
Black.
That's fine. What about really successful African American? Well, I have an idea, if you want.
Yeah.
What about really successful African American female women entrepreneurs?
Yeah.
Do you think they might want to help you? I bet they would.
How can I connect with those?
Let's do a one-on-one Zoom. I'd be happy to help. But yeah, it would be looking them up. When you reach out to somebody like that, you reach out with grace and you say, I'm looking for a mentor. When someone asks to be mentored, when somebody gets to a level in life when they have more money than God, a lot of times they're going to want to help other people.
Yes.
So you just have to be authentic. You have to show that you're not going to be weird or do anything like to hurt them or their family, because there's weirdos out there, right? Yeah. So that's potentially. But if you want to do a one-on-one Zoom, you could come up and I'd be happy to schedule that. And anybody that wants to do a one-on-one, come on up now. We'll get it done, and then I'm going to have to jet. But good stuff. Yeah. Shirley, would you like? When do you want to do yours? You got time later today or tomorrow?
Yeah, later today.
Okay. What time are you thinking?
Around 3.
Okay. Let's see. Boom, boom. What was your biggest takeaway so far?
One thing that I noticed that you didn't say is that when you go on LinkedIn and you look somebody up, they can see who looked at them.
Unless you're in privacy mode.
Correct, unless you go under,
LinkedIn stalking is awesome. I love to see when people LinkedIn stalk me. If you sign up for the premium, then you can put it on private. It really doesn't matter either way.
Well, yeah, I have it like on ghost mode or something like that.
Yeah, I LinkedIn stalk everybody before I call them.
Oh, okay.
In a good way.
I am not on LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn, but I go on like once a year, which is bad.
That's okay. So and everyone, here's what I'm gonna do really quick. We're gonna do the one-on-one. Shirley, what's your best email? Everyone, hang tight. No, I want to schedule one-on-ones with all of you for sure.
S.
Do you have a card? I'll type it in. Okay, perfect. Boom, got it. These are a lifesaver, by the way. Those 5G laptops are always on the internet.
Oh, yeah?
They're fantastic. Well, it's always on the internet, and you always have that client that calls in the middle of nowhere. Okay, so.
Those are the ones in the Teslas.
I think that very similar monitor for sure. Just don't have your Tesla self-drive you anywhere while you're sleeping, okay? Yeah. Not a good idea. Not ready for that yet. All right, let me put that in there. Do you all use CRR? Is that the acronym we're using? Yeah. Okay. So, it might go to your junk mail. We sent 500,000 emails over the. Hey, if a few of my emails go to junk mail, but we reach 500,000 people, is that crazy? You can do that? It's wild. Cannot believe it. Boom. So I'm going to send, and let me know if that came through. And look forward to it. Were you next? Would you like to schedule a one-on-one? What time are you thinking?
Tomorrow?
Yeah. What time are you thinking?
Maybe around
9? I do have an 11. I don't know if you could do 8:30 or 9.
No.
Okay.
I can do. Oh no, I go walking.
Okay. So you can do 9 tomorrow? Okay, go, okay, there you go. All right, yeah. I'll tell you what, you guys can even come up here. I don't normally show it, but you can see my calendar. You can see the empty ones. What was your best email?
Christian with the CH, GROS, 79@gmail.
Can you swing around and make sure I typed it in right? Do you know Do you know a little bit about computer science or IT? Was that you?
Not me.
Okay, I wasn't
I
sure.
have one very technical specific question.
Yeah, yeah.
You know on Zillow how you can see, I have a real estate license, but I'm more on the flip side. You know how on Zillow you can see all the people, you can see that people saved your property?
Yeah, but I don't think there's any way to find out who it is.
Okay.
But I think that's why Zillow sells that data.
It drives me crazy. I just want to call these people.
But, well, thank you so much. Can you just type in your email or your phone number really quick, just so okay, boom. So that's your email, right? And then just type your email in. Thank you so much.
My email or my phone number?
What's that?
My phone number.
Check your junk. It should be an invite. Okay, maybe I may have typed it in wrong.
You mean my
Or your phone number? Yeah, that's in the notes. You got it. Good? And your first name?
Chris.
Chris. Okay, cool. Christian. Cool, man. All right, yeah, I'll send an invite. We'll do tomorrow at 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for coming in.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, feel free. Come on up. We'll do it like Christmas, yeah. So we do, yeah, I mean, technically later today or...
Tomorrow, 3?
Yeah, how about 3:15?
Okay.
Wait, actually, is that what that is? I think that should be okay. 3:15, perfect. And what's your best email?
I, W, A as in Apple, N as in Nancy, D as in David, C as in Zebra,
Z.
I, L, A, K, at Yahoo.
I love everybody. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. What's your ethnicity?
I am from Colombia.
Oh, muy bien. I bet you got some good food at your house. I love it. Did you like my gringo joke?
Yes.
That's a true story, though. I was offended. She's like, it's not what you think. I said, okay.
Yeah, we don't say like.
You know where the word gringo comes from?
Green go?
Yeah, green.
Like green go, green go?
Uh-huh.
The color green, then go?
Yeah.
Is that it? Yeah.
It was when the Mexican and the Americans were fighting. The Americans wore green uniforms.
Oh, green go.
They would say green go.
And what's your best phone number, just so in case I miss you?
I didn't know that.
Uh-huh.
305?
That's a good...
7111.
Somebody else told me it was because they used to say at the border, green means go, green means... I don't know. No, that's not it? Yeah. Did you ever meet somebody named Uznavi, which is also U.S. Navy? I saw it on a ship. That happens in Venezuela a lot. How about Friday or how about Saturday maybe?
Okay.
Saturday at noon?
Saturday at noon.
Yeah. What's your best email?
It's Hemming.
Oh, great.
Realty
Thank you
Gmail.
so much.
Saturday at noon.
Yep. So let me just make sure I have it here. Is it on there?
Hemming.
Oh, beautiful name.
Thank you. Hemming,
Mhm.
my last name, Realty at Gmail.
Oh, hemmingrealty@gmail. Got it.
And
Boom.
it's Saturday at noon, right?
Yes.
And I'm the one that wants, remember, I really want to do that.
Yeah, no, I'd be happy to help you grow your LinkedIn for sure. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah. If you enjoyed it, if you could tell Michelle, that'd be super cool.
I will.
So I'm just going to double check hers because you said it didn't hit. It didn't hit, right? So can you come around and just maybe take a look? Let's see. Yours was what time? Today at 3. Mm-hmm. Did I have a typo?
Where is it?
Oh, is it right here?
Yeah, it's 954.
Oh my God, that would make more sense, wouldn't it? They say after, like a preacher, I guess they burn 3,000 or 4,000 calories at a sermon.
Wow.
It's weird. There's so many things I have to do all at once. Even once in a while, I'll get a heckler, and I have to like either know whether or not they're heckling and shut them down or not, and do it elegantly without everyone thinking I'm a jerk. Yeah, it's a lot of things at once. And then my old business partner sends spies to come mess with me. It's all kind of craziness, High quality problems. Although they say if you don't have any enemies, you're not doing anything right, I guess. So, boom.
There you go.
SKL.
SKYLE954@gmail.
Boom, and save and send. Let me know if that one comes through. And then my man, I'm sorry, what was your first name?
Guillermo.
Yeah, Daniel. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah, what was your biggest takeaway?
What is he talking about?
Oh, were you here for the training?
No.
No, okay, cool. I'll get you a copy of the replay. Oh, I should finish the Zoom. Everybody at home, thank you. Good Exponential. Okay, sorry. I should end that, huh? Okay, who else is on? Yeah, let me see. Hope and Keisha. Nice.
It is, went right into junk.
Yeah, I know for sure. So Hope and Keisha. All right, thank you, Hope and Keisha. We'll talk to you soon. And boom. Okay. And actually, let me just stop my phone. 2 seconds. I can get you a copy of the replay. Hey, what's up? And yeah, what was your name again?
Simone.
Yeah, Simone. Come on. Oh, I have some friends named Simone.